What's up, YouTube? This is going to be my 7-month review of Schneider. My second take. I didn't like the first one because my glasses were obscuring my eyeballs. Anyway, so I went ahead and looked on YouTube and made a list of what some of y'all have been asking. First of all, let me state this. I've only been here 7 months. Never drove a truck before. Got my CDL. I live in Georgia, and they're stopping the way I did it this year sometime. I don't know when, but I had a medical card through my previous employment. Went to the Department of Motor Vehicles, passed my written, went and rented a truck from the college that gives the classes for $350. They give you 2 attempts. And when you're there, you have to do the brake test, which you must pass. You have to do 3 out of 4 different types of backing. One was parallel, one was alley, one was straight, and one was where you pull up straight and then pull into the hole next to the hole you pulled out of. Backwards. I failed because the first time because I didn't get out and look. Get out and look, people! I didn't get out and look and make sure I was back all the way in the hole. So I had to do the parallel park, which wasn't a problem. I actually didn't have a problem with that. He's like, have you done this before? Because you're really good on the pad. So, needless to say, I didn't have a problem backing. I did have a problem shifting a manual, but it all worked out. So I got my license and got a job with Schneider. Now, that being said, 7 months in, they're a good starter company. I'm OTR regional, which is they break it down into regions: Northeast, Southeast, Midwest, etc. Sometimes freight is there, sometimes freight is not there. You can make money at it. I'd say if you're OTR is non-stop, all 48 or whatever. I'm not quite sure. And they're out more. The regional I'm with is 5 days out, 2 days home. Most of the time. Every once in a while you have to work into a Saturday. Holidays can get screwy. They want you to work extra so you can take off for the holiday, and so on. There's different applications for each holiday. But it does slow down during the holidays, either before, during, or after, or all 3. So when you go to the class, they'll pay for your gas. You got to get a receipt. You got to write down on the receipt what it was for. They'll go over that with you, or they'll pay for your bus ticket. Roommates, you have a roommate while you're in training. One quarter to half of the class will disappear and be sent home during the class due to inability to follow directions or inability to pass physical test, drug test, and various other things. Not as many miles. When you're first driving, they have a set amount of miles they'd like you to drive. They understand that if you've never done this before, you're not going to be able to drive as much because you're still learning how to do all this. The main thing is get out and look. Always get out and look and check your tandems and check your fifth wheel, your kingpin. always check your kingpin. Even when you just get out and go get fuel and come back, check your kingpin. My regional, I know some of them are more, some of them are less, I think. I don't know. And I know some of y'all are going to say that's chicken feed, 36 cents a mile. Do get paid detention after 2 hours, I believe it is. And then it's a minuscule amount of money. But you have to be there on time. If you're late, you will not get paid detention. After 6 months, if you're following the compliance on fuel and getting back to work on time, and there's one other one, you can get up to 4 cents. They grade you 3, 4, or 5. And I was at a 5 the first 3 months, and now I'm at a 4. And it's fluctuating between 4 and 5. I started out in a manual. I am now in an automatic. The manual I had for almost 6 months. I had about 5 months. I had a DEF problem. And I got it when I had 500,000 miles. It was a dirty truck. It was a nasty truck. But it all worked out. I ended up in an automatic. Brand new. 1,600 miles in it. It comes with a refrigerator, an APU, and an inverter. An 1,800 watt inverter. So you can run just about anything. I have a 1,200 watt air fryer that works just fine. The inverter will kick on, the APU will kick on when your battery goes below a certain voltage. The truck is really nice. The seat has now not all of them have this. I encountered another guy that has a 2019 like I do, and his seat does not have a lumbar massager built into it. And I had 3 extra settings on the seat for the air. I guess mine was almost a premium version. I don't know. They are vet friendly. They give extra pay for vets. I think it's 4 or 5 cents. I don't know. You have to discuss that with. I just don't. The recruiter will tell you anything to get you in the door. So don't believe everything that recruiter tells you. They're just paid to get fresh meat. So I'm about ready to roll. I've been waiting on a relay. There are going to be times when you're going to sit, unless you're on a dedicated most of the time. Now, I've heard dedicated sits as well sometimes. I'm regional. I've been sitting a lot. Some days. You can either, there was one time I had to sit overnight at a shipper got there and they started loading me. I was there on time. They started loading me, and everybody left the building at 7 o'clock, didn't tell me. And they came back and finished loading me up within 20 minutes in the morning at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, whatever time it was. Like, well, if you were that close, why didn't you finish it? I'm assuming they were still making the product. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's all taken in stride. It's all trucking. Like today, what got me sitting here. You'll run into things like this, and you can either deal with it or not deal with it. Oh. But, excuse me. I was on my way to pick up a relay. It's a 3-hour trip to where I had to pick it up at. 2 hours into my trip, my load got pulled. So I stopped at the truck stop I was planning on stopping at and contacted somebody. And then I got another relay, and this guy apparently did not wake up until 9 o'clock. I don't know. What's up with that? So now I'm not going to get home till really late this evening, but I'm going to make it home, and it's Friday, which is a good thing because the last couple of weeks haven't been good for getting home on a Friday. but Christmas screwed it up, and a couple other weeks I've had issues, and they've had issues with getting me home. But it's good because I get to go home tonight, and I'm loving that. So guys, on that note, I got to go do my pre-trip. If you have any questions about anything else, I'll try to answer them the best I can. I'm not going to guarantee anything. I've only been in this industry a short while. I've been in logistics forever. Almost 30 years now. Oh, yeah, almost. I'd say 25 years I've been in logistics. Through sales to warehousing to everything. So I know all ends of this except for this. And you got to have the right attitude. If you get pissed off at everybody, don't do this job. If you get pissed off in traffic, don't do this job. I haven't found a customer yet that I haven't been able to soothe. If that's the way you want to call it. You're going to get frustrated with your customers. It's going to happen. There's no way around that. It's a part of this industry. And you can't always blame them. And I know it sounds right, but you can't always blame them for not caring about your hours. It's not necessarily their fault. I was in the warehouse. I did this for years, like I said, and most of us don't know anything about this. I mean, you complain to one person. That's the only person that's going to hear it. They don't roll it up the hill. They don't care. Admittedly, they don't care, but they... I'm sure if more people in logistics knew about the way all this was, it would actually be able to work better. That's a whole different issue, so I'm not going to go into that. This is just supposed to be a review. I digress. My bad. I got to get rolling, though. Hit me up in the comments. Like it, don't like it. I'm not out here to really please anybody. I'm just here to do what I got to do. I have a plan in place, and I'm going to work it and get out of this industry, or I don't know. I have other plans.